I just had a thought about what if part of the content that I do is a series on reactions to watching shows that I've been recommended or that I'm just simply enjoying. For example, the inspiration is what really happened just now is I was watching Godfathers of Harlem, and just in the first few episodes of the first season, it is just so full of juice. It's just so good. It's so juicy. And yeah, so by the third episode, I remember just physically reacting with joy and anticipation and appreciation, and like I was freaking out. And I rarely freak out about any kind of show, right? Either it's a film or a show or anything. I just don't fully appreciate videos as much as I could. And so when I physically freaked out, I of course I'm invested. Of course I'm in. You've got me hooked, right? So I wanted to just express that genuine emotion. Okay? So that could tie in me dancing and reacting like what can I describe this? I need to give a name to this style of dance where you're just listening to the music and you're moving your upper body mainly, because it could translate to then it can transform into this full body form of dancing to anything. It's like rap for the body. It's body rap. It is like rapping for the body. It's great. So this form of dancing, you're just interpreting whatever you're listening to with your body, and you're able to communicate different things through movement, right? This art form, whatever the name should be, I think it can have a lot of attraction. I think everyone can vibe with that if they allow themselves to tune into this kind of style of dance where they can listen to anything and just pop along and do different movements. Anyway, yeah, it might be enriching for people's lives. So when you see that happen in someone, you're like, how are they, what's going on there? They're just dancing so well. And how are they able to like do all these cool moves? And they must have rehearsed this 1,000 times. It's like, no, it's quite obvious that that's just freestyled. And so, yeah, it's captivating to watch. So this could just be the content idea that I put out, along with wearing that mask, and start to get views and start to just have expression and get connection with different viewers. But there was the idea about Godfathers of Harlem is that I could do a series based on dancing to their intro track, because their intro track is a representation whenever anyone falls in love with that show, and it's going to have a huge fan base, an absolute huge fan base, the Godfathers of Harlem, right? Much like that other big popular show that went on not long ago. Game of Thrones. Any other one. Anyway, whatever. As soon as they hear that intro song, all those emotions of how much they love Succession was the other show I was thinking about. That they absolutely love the show. So as soon as they hear that intro, they're going to feel good about it. And so automatically, if you open up with that intro song in a YouTube video and be able to dance to it, that will be tricky for copyright laws, right? Because I'm using it because of its notoriety. So I'll have to find a way to get past that. I don't know if you can get past that on YouTube. Damn, maybe it's just fallen on its face already. But that was quite a sick idea, being able to use the intro song to a TV show and then just dance to it. And then every day you could do a new version of that exact same thing. But every day as you go through the episodes and you get to the final season, I think they're up to season 3, and by the time you get up to there, you've already done a whole bunch. Like, I don't know how many episodes are in a single season. Say it's 10. So you've got around 30 videos that you've uploaded just as a part of a series, because you're covering that intro as you watch that show, right? And then as you watch the show, as you get invested, your interpretation of what comes through in that intro song starts to change. You start to get a little bit more appreciative of the nuances. And so when you start hearing the lyrics from the intro, you start thinking about the story, and then you start thinking about the different characters and the different things that happen within that story. And so when you're listening to the intro and and every little bit of music that you hear and tone and feeling, you're gonna remember what it's like in that show that you love. And so it's gonna influence the way that you dance to it, right? So in this series of dance reaction videos, pretty much, it's dance reaction. That's what it is. Holy shit. It's dance reaction. As well as annotated reactions towards the appreciation of a show, like what James and Fuhad does on Shits and Gigs. They have a section which they react to different shows. And so they actually inspired me to watch, there we go, Godfathers of Harlem. So what goes around comes around. You get inspiration from a lot of places. And so you get influenced to apply new tricks. And so when you realize that that's what's happened, you're like, oh shit, they've leveraged a way to advance. You can leverage this niche of reaction video as a type of content that works, that people tend to respond to, and then you just put them in your show. Right? So if your show is a channel on YouTube and you're just creating content, you're just documenting your life and you're just creating content, and it's all based on a handful of concepts, but things that you really care about and things you think are truthful. And so part of that is just documenting dance reaction videos. As a series. And then viewers can just watch you dance along to one of their favorite intro songs and have so much appreciation just from hearing that song. And it's really short and it's really concise. And so as soon as you hear it, you're switched on. And then it's utilized by someone who's creating a new form of video content called dance reaction. that might be the name. That might be the name of the dance. The dance form is called dance reaction. It could be called reaction dance to make it sound more logical. Reactional dance. But in actual fact, the name is inspired by the source where it came from. And it came from not just having a reaction video as a type of content, reacts, so-and-so reacts. So reaction style content has been given a label already. Reaction style. Reaction videos. And so I'm doing a reaction dance video. So instead of just the running commentary that you'd normally get from reaction videos, well, apart from the genuine reaction themselves, but you'd have a quick little breakdown of what they went through as well to put it in words. But it's very quick. But individuals can have reaction videos and it be the reaction and a whole load of commentary because they're showing their appreciation for the show, and then they're talking about what happened in that episode, and they're breaking it down, and they're absolutely loving it. And so that enthusiasm comes across well, and people want to listen to that. Oh, this is going on for a while. Wow. Okay. So it's a reaction dance video. It's a reaction dance video. And that's what it is. That's what this dance form is. It's a reaction dance. Yeah. Reaction dance. It's a reaction dance video. Reaction dance is now the name of this dance form that I've created, or at least rather have put a name on it. And it's a part of me now. And so I will have to just push through my fear and resistance and put myself out there. And this is perhaps the most authentically vulnerable version of how I could do that when it comes to putting content out there, video content, to try and get attraction and views and followers and monetize and help form a community. It's all going towards building a brand and building a channel on YouTube. In order for that to be a stepping stone to many other greater steps, if this is just the first step, which is a massive, massive milestone in itself, I mean, let's get going then. It puts things into perspective. If you imagine that even getting a YouTube channel really profitable, and it facilitates you to be able to creatively express yourself however authentically you want, and promote that as a very possible and viable way to attain your dreams. If you want to become hugely successful on YouTube and become some kind of celebrity and have a following and create a niche and create a movement and all of this stuff, if you want to really put out your true passions, you can use reaction dance and myself as part of your influence. Oh, that must have been super gross to listen to. Righto. I am getting off now.